Hello and welcome to the FM Playoffs YouTube channel. I'm the cam behind the cam. I'm joined by Leemo for today's interview. Leemo, how you doing?
I'm good, yeah. How yourself?
I'm doing well, of course. So this is the
Excellent.
This is the third interview. We've had DJNathyB and Mozza so far. We've got Leemo now, who's another one of the new contestants. So how does it feel to be involved in the FM Playoffs?
Yeah, I'm when I first got asked, it was a no-brainer for me. I'm really enjoying the drafts lately. Been playing them a lot more, the PvP stuff, and it's just a different element to playing FM, isn't it? And getting to know new people. And I've known Mozza for a while now, and a few of the other lads, and they're a top group of lads, and for me it's good to just get involved with something with them and just have a laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. When we had the first FM playoffs, of course, Denham went on to win that after finishing top of his group. Does that kind of set like a standard, like you to win the tournament, you need to finish top of the group? Or are you happy finishing that second or third spot to push into the knockouts?
I mean, it's I think for me it's more about getting into the knockout stages more than anything, and I've been in a position in other drafts where I've won the group, and won other drafts, so I've definitely got experience in finishing top. But like I said, as long as I get through to the knockouts, that's all I'm aiming for at the minute, and then I'll just take it from there then.
Of course, you've got, there's 9 other contestants. You've got Mozza, Denham, On The Counter, Wolfie, Mr. Diz, NathyB, Looney, Keg and Stinger. So is there anyone out there you want to face in particular? Do
you know what? I have played Looney before on a YouTube. Good mate of mine. He's a good lad, and obviously, he's just had some real good success on the showdown. So I suppose coming up against Looney probably be tough, but to beat him would be better. Obviously, the reigning champ. I think someone needs to knock him off his perch, so I'm happy to do that as well. And I'm also happy to shut Diz's mouth up as well with all his. All his smack talk. I think once it comes down to the actual draft, I think he'll be quiet as a mouse. He's all talk at the minute, that fella.
I think we should clarify something about Stinger. Of course, he was voted in the poll, which was out yesterday on our Twitter. We had to end that early because of a vote bot.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended that early, and Stinger was top before all that went down. And then SIMaggio is the backup in case someone needs to pull out or something like that. So potentially could have sound here.
Yeah, I know Si well as well. He does drafts every Sunday. So he's experienced. He knows the draft situation. He's played a lot in them. I think he won one Sunday night actually.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. There's a lot. Obviously, Mozza's in there. Keg. There's a lot of good lads in there. Good streamers as well and good FM players. So I think it's going to be a tough competition, but. To be the best, you've got to beat the best, and I hope, they're not going to know what's it them when I turn up, so just so they're aware of that.
Well, I mean, you need to back yourself, because we've had some people in the first playoffs back themselves and then go out in the group stage, and we're not mentioning names.
Yeah. That'll imagine that. Yeah, I mean, it's all fun, innit? Yeah. You know what I mean. At the end of the day, we can all talk the talk, but it's walking the walk, isn't it? And I think I've done pretty well in drafts that I've been in so far. I've not really struggled. I was in a draft. I'm in the final of it on Friday, actually, before the playoffs one, with wasted possession. So. That kind of taught me a few things, to be honest, about drafting. But I stuck to what I believed in with my tactic and with my plan. And it looked at one point I was dead, but managed to turn it round and top the group. So anything can happen in these drafts. It's just about being there on the day and sometimes getting inside people's heads. You know what I mean? You've got to make them make mistakes, and you hit the ground running. And you get the first early goal, they've got to start making tweaks, and it's that time you really want to try and get into them as much as you can.
Well, of course, you're talking there about the wasted possessions. You think, having that experience and that PvP could help you massively, and some guys might not have that in the playoffs?
I think it helps. I think, it definitely helps having experience. I think going into a draft with no experience, it won't help you, because it is it's very different from playing against the AI and people with tactics. They can on their personal saves can smash them, but when you're actually playing against someone else, someone who's actually going to sit there and tweak their tactics, mess around with them, try and, get into your head, it's a lot different. But, I've enjoyed the ones that I've been in so far, and, I've been able to kind of, cope with the pressure as well. But I am looking forward to it, like I said, and I think as well, for me, it's more of having another plan as well. I think you've got to have some sort of backup plan to go in, and that's another thing that I've learned with these drafts is, you've got to go in with these drafts, especially when it's a whirlpool, it's a big pool, there's a lot of players out there, and potentially you're going to lose some of the top players depending on where your pick is, so you've really got to have a plan in mind, and I've got one, so I'm just hoping it works.
Of course, a bit away from the playoffs, still with FM, of course, for anyone who hasn't seen your content, what you've done so far as Football Manager?
Yeah, so I'm currently doing a Marine save, which is a club not so far away from where I live. It's in Crosby. It's a tier 8 team, so I'm just kind of trying to get them, into the Football League and maybe beyond that. I kind of thought of the idea before, obviously they met Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup last season, so hopefully they'll have got more exposure from that FA Cup game, and then people will know who Marine are a little bit more. And I'm also doing a community save as well, which is just a club I've created in a database called Scouse House FC. And I've got people in the community and in the Discord, in different positions, and it's more around just having a bit of fun with FM. As we know, it starts to die down a little bit, and just wanted to do something different with it. So like I said, the guys from the Discord and who come in chat are involved in it, and they'll help make the decisions, and they can do that with channel points and bits, and just get involved with it, you know what I mean, and make it sort of more of an all-rounder club and just have some fun with FM. We use the editor so people can have stat boosts, people can move clubs, they can sabotage another player as well, if they want to fight for a place. So we're just in our second season, so we're in League 2 at the minute from the Vanarama, but like I said, it's just about having fun with FM at the minute for me.
Of course, a bit more waking up FM. I can see in your top there, you've got is it Evolve Mindset.
Yeah.
Talk to us a bit about that.
Yeah. So, Evolve Mindset's a mental health charity that I'm a director for, along with a couple of other guys, two brothers, Phil and Andy Noon, and they're the co-founders of the charity. So in 2019, January, they asked me to come on board as a board member and as a mental health nurse, just to give them, some experience and devise some sessions around stress and anxiety management and also mental health awareness. And it kind of, COVID for us kind of helped us grow, if that makes sense, because obviously there's a lot more people suffering, a lot more people, isolating, and people were reaching out to us. So we started to deliver sessions via Zoom, and it just kind of blew up for us, really. And it was kind of around the same time when I started streaming, and I thought, you know what, I can hopefully use this Twitch platform to promote mental health, to promote, Evolving Mindset as a charity. And then the guys asked me to be a director as well, which, I was over the moon with. And, I've done a few charity streams. There's a few other guys who are doing them for us as well. One of the guys in the community, Padgy, is doing one on Monday. I think it might be tomorrow, actually. Barge has done one the other day as well, over the weekend. Looney's doing one on the 8th of May. So a lot more people are getting involved with Evolving Mindset. And I stream some of the sessions on my Twitch channel as well, and my Discord is all about mental health and promoting it. So, if people are struggling and they do need any support, it's a confidential, safe place to come. And yeah, on my streams I have a laugh, and I might have a beer now and again, and just kind of have a bit of fun. But in all seriousness, if people do want to reach out, it is very confidential. And I think one of the biggest things for us as an organisation was that I reached out to SI Games, and this was massive. They agreed to put our advertising boards in the 3D match engine in FM, which was absolutely fantastic. So it's just another platform for us to expose who we are, and like I said, we're there to support people. and offer people support and advice. And I think it's going really well, especially on Twitch as well. A lot more people recognise Evolving Mindset as a brand now and as a charity, and I think we've helped a lot of people so far, and it's fantastic, and I get a lot of satisfaction out of supporting people and helping people, and like I said, it is okay not to be okay, and we are getting a lot more people reaching out, which is fantastic. So it's we're in that spot and giving people another platform to reach out, which is ultimately what it's about.
Yeah, of course. I'll leave the links to the website and the Twitter and stuff like that in the description. That's something you want to look into, because, of course, I think in the current times, the pandemic has been on for over a year now. It's something that's important to talk about mental health, because I think a lot more people have come out about it in the last year and a bit.
Yeah,
so I think it is important to talk about. So.
Definitely, absolutely.
But of course, all the links to everyone who's taking part, Leemo Coded will be in the description. If you are interested in taking part in future events, there should be the form as well in the description. Fill it out, and you might get a response back for a future tournament. Do you have any final comments ahead of Saturday and Sunday?
No, just looking forward to it. And again, thanks to the guys, Mozza and Keg, for obviously inviting me along. And just watch out, because the Scouts House is coming for you, baby.
We'll be back later on at 6 PM with another video, another interview, should I say. But until then, thank you for watching this one, and we'll see you in the next video.